Hey everybody, and welcome to a new video. And I thought I would touch on the whole CyberPunk 2077 fiasco. It's been going around trending for a good while now, obviously. It's supposed to be the biggest game of the year, and multiple delays, all kinds of weirdness going on with it. The game actually started development back in 2012, so you think a game with that big, like that long of development, would pretty much deliver. And maybe it does deliver on the PC version of the game, but as far as current gen consoles and last generation consoles, PS4, Xbox One X, or whatever you want to call it, the game just really didn't live up to what it was supposed to be. It's really sad. I didn't plan on getting the game when it first came out or anything like that. I usually wait a bit. Obviously, I got enough games to play right now to catch up. But something like CyberPunk, is going to have multiple updates, patches, and all kind of stuff going on with it with content. But when people got the game, it pretty much wouldn't even work on systems, especially the PS4 from videos I've seen. Loading up the intro screen, the game would crash. It's just that's just messed up. And it kind of reminds me of going back to where you guys remember Watch Dogs. That game really didn't live up to what it was supposed to, even though I did like it. But when we got the final product, it didn't really look like it was supposed to. So I was reading this article, and here's unfinished and downgraded. So from what I was hearing, they took content out of the game and they were going to put it in later or add it as DLC. I've talked about that kind of stuff on the channel for years now, how a lot of these developers will take content out and make it DLC. There's stuff that should already be in the game. The game was unfinished. It's been downgraded. That happened with Watch Dogs, obviously, when we saw the trailer for that. They said the game was going to look like that, and when we got the final product, man, it just wasn't that. That wasn't it. A big sign usually is when a game doesn't show. They don't show a game how it plays on a certain system. So they were pretty much focusing on the PC version. I think they might have shown maybe the Series X and maybe the PS5 how the game looked on those systems, but they would not show the last generation systems at all, and that was a big sign. I don't know how they were able to do that without people asking too many questions, and maybe people were asking a lot of questions. I don't really know. Hey, let's see the PS4 version or Xbox One X version. But usually when you ask those type of questions and they don't answer, that's a bad sign. There was another YouTuber, I believe, that got the game early and tried to show it off, and they took his video down, and maybe that was the reason why, because they knew the game didn't look too good or whatnot. I feel bad for a lot of people who were really looking forward to that game. I feel bad for the guy the creator of CyberPunk 2077. The guy, I think he wrote the game or something. Not wrote the game, but he wrote the novel for it years ago. I forgot his name or whatever like that. And this was supposed to be a big deal, but when you crash and burn like this, man, it's just like, I don't know, man. The new generation of gamers, man, they're probably more forgiving, maybe. They accept patches and they're happy with all that stuff. Oh, patch it later, we'll play it later. But I don't know, man. It seems like the first impression of a game is when you first get it. That's going to be the impression you remember the most, and that's why these games need to be like on point. Especially when people are like spending their hard-earned money. Cyberpunk was $50. I mean, it wasn't 60. Well, at least maybe it was on sale on the PS4. I saw it was going for 50, not 60. So there's that. That's why they had it lower, because they knew it wasn't up to par. There's another thing, but it's just very sad, man, to see this. I don't know how I would feel if I was really like looking forward to this game. I feel bad for a lot of the gamers that were looking forward to it. I put a lot of memes out there making fun of it and everything like that. Just a couple of just simple jokes and that like that. But I know how it feels to get a game that's like unfinished. And you guys saw my video of Remothered Broken porcelain, how disappointed I was in that when I played that. I couldn't believe what they put on there. I mean, what they didn't put on there. It wasn't even a playable game. Controls would like mess up, or they wouldn't respond. I thought it was me, but it was actually the game. And it seems like this is the standard for a lot of these companies now. Hey, like put the game out now and we'll patch it later, no problem. And I get it, but it seems like a lot of these companies are using that as a crutch. This game, obviously, for what we're seeing, if it wanted to run properly on the PS4, or I don't know what they could have done. It needed another year to cook, but they wanted to meet those deadlines, and also they want that fan base and everything like that, because well, not fan base, so I would say the install base for the PS4, Xbox One X is pretty big, obviously. So they want to make sure to get it out to those gamers and everything. So I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, it's pretty embarrassing, and they got Keanu Reeves in there to kind of help with advertisement, which is awesome. But man, it just looks really bad, and they just weren't ready. They tried to push it out to meet a deadline, and it's just really cost them, you know. But you guys in the comments that are watching this video, you guys let me know what you think about this situation. You know, how do you feel about it? Are you okay with a patch later to fix things? Can things be fixed? I don't think the game could be fixed on the last generation systems. They got to move forward, actually, because they pretty much capped out the PS4 and Xbox One X to me in pushing the system's capabilities. You know, this may be a weird thing to say, and but I have a regular PS4, and this thing is like, it seems like it has trouble running Dead by Daylight, and that game is not even graphically enhanced. You know, it's just like online and all that stuff, and there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. But it's like, why is my PlayStation running hot when playing this game? And before you say anything, my PlayStation is dusted out, is clean, and everything like that, but it runs hot when I play Dead by Daylight. So this thing might blow up if I put CyberPunk 2077 in there. But let me scroll down here a little bit more and see what they say. False advertisement. False advertisement is the slippery slope in a way. I didn't see too much advertisement for it, but what I did see, it didn't look like they were showing the PS4 or Xbox One copies of the game. And obviously they never show the worst version of a game. I mean, it's not like they would show, if this game was coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, they would most likely show the PS4 or Xbox copy, not the Switch version. The Switch version is going to look the worst, you know. So people knew, though, man. You have to know when they don't show a certain game. I don't know, man. When they don't show footage of how it looks on that system, there's something wrong. And they thought they could fix it. I don't know if they knew how bad it was to where the game would break every time. I mean, not break, but just like reset every time you tried to play it or whatnot. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a lot of the time. And it's like they didn't test it out or anything like that. You know, like maybe they just didn't test it out on a PS4. Maybe they just went with a Pro and PS5 or Xbox Series X and the Xbox One X, and they just tested it out on those systems. I don't know. That's a Series X. I mean Xbox One X. Sorry, or whatever it said. You guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, false advertising. Oh god, that looks horrible. Jesus, is that really how he looks in the game? That's serious? Jesus, dude, damn, man, that's supposed to be Keanu Reeves' character? That looks horrible, man. Jesus, dude. And so here are the errors that are coming up when the game plays for PS4. So PS4, yeah, this is pretty bad, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else I can say, really. I don't want to drag this video out, but I just want to really go over with you guys. What do you guys think about this? Obviously, you think the obvious. This is messed up, but you know, like, can this be forgivable or whatnot? I mean, do you guys agree with them putting the game out? Should they just let it cook or whatever like that a little bit longer? You know, to get it like looking good on the PS4, because there's a big install base on the last generation consoles. So, yeah. Well, I guess that's all I can really say about it, guys. So you guys in the comments, let me know what you think about it. Any other games you guys remember that had a similar launch? I mean, I don't think anything crashed and burned like Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, the last game I remember crashed and burned like this, that was a AAA title. Well, I can't say really crashed and burned, because Watch Dogs is actually a pretty cool game, but it did not look like it was supposed to, like they showed it looking. So that was a big disappointment. They downgraded it and they lied to a lot of people, and I'm thinking that these creators lied to a lot of people too. But that's all I'm going to go into it. What I can say though is if you still want to get into like a cyberpunk type game, maybe you can play Cloudpunk. Cloudpunk is I don't want to say it's a similar game, but it's a free roam game in a cyberpunk type setting. So it's actually pretty cool. So maybe you guys could check that one out, and maybe by the time you finish it, maybe Cyberpunk 2077 will be ready to play on PC. No, I'm just kidding. Well, not really. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. I will be in the comments active talking about this. Radical Reggie, and I will see you in the next video.